so good day. My name is Samuel. Yeah, in this video, I want to take you through the rules of derivatives. So the first one I'm going to begin with is how do we find the derivative of polynomial functions? So in general, polynomial functions are functions of this form: a n x raised to the power n up to a1x a naught, which is a constant term. And the typical example of polynomial function is what we have here, which is p of x cubed minus 3x squared plus 5x minus 1. So now, let's put that aside. If y is equals to ax to the power n, which is just coming from a polynomial function here, we have that the derivative of y with respect to x is given as anx raised to the power n minus 1. So what does it mean? It means that the power multiplied the coefficient of x raised to the power n, which is an, then from this power subtract 1, we have n minus 1. So a typical example of that is if y is equals to 3x raised to the power 4, for instance, we have that the y ds is equals to, now, if you look at it now, this 3 represent this a, while this 4 represent this n. So we have a n, meaning 4 multiplied 3. As you can see here, 4 times 3, we have it as 12. Then from the power subtract 1, we have 3. So meaning that the derivative of 3x to the power 4 now is equal to 12x cubed. How do we get it again? As I've said, that's going to be 3 times 4, then x raised to the power 4 minus 1. 3 times 4 will give us 12. 4 minus 1 will give us 3, and that's how we have it as 12x cubed. Now, another thing I would just like us to quickly consider here is, what if we have a constant y equals to c, where c is a constant? The derivative of a constant is equal to 0, but how is it equal to 0? We know that if you have c, this c can be written as cx to the power 0. Why? Because x to the power 0 is the same thing as 1, and so 1 times c gives us back c. So now, using this rule as stated here now, since we have here cx raised to the power 0, this is going to be 0 times c, as you can see here. This is our a now, while this one is n. That is 0 times c, x to the power 0 minus 1. Then, and that becomes 0 times c will give us 0, 0 minus 1 will give us minus 1, but 0 times anything here is going to give us 0. And that is why we have it that the derivative of a constant is equals to 0. Now, let us consider how we can find the derivative of this function here. Whenever you are given a function like this, what you just need to do is you have to find the derivative of each of them using this principle given here. And this is what we call the rule 1. This is the rule 1. This is the rule 1 here. So we are going to make use of this now. Now, if you have to look at what we are given, we have y equals to x to the power 3 minus 3x squared plus 5x minus 3. And each of them look like what we have above here. Each of them look like what we have here. So we are going to make use of this principle to find the derivative of each of them. So here now we have 3 into bracket 1. Why? Because the coefficient of this x cubed here is 1. So we have 3 times 1, x to the power 3 minus 1. Then 2 times 3 now, x to the power 2 minus 1. Then the coefficient of, the power here now is 1. We have 5 times 1, x to the power 1 minus 1. Now, since this minus 3 is a constant, meaning it has no x attached to it, the derivative is equal to 0. That's why it is not included here. So our final answer here now will be 3x raised to the power 3 minus 1 is 2, minus 2 times 3 is 6, x to the power 2, that is 1, plus, now 1 minus 1 is 0, x to the power 0 will give us 1, so 5 times 1 will give us 5, meaning that the derivative of all of this now is 3x squared minus 6x plus 5. So in the next video, we are going to consider more example. Thank you.